I want to talk a little bit today about angels. And so I'm going to read to you from Psalm 91, beginning at verse 9. You have made the Most High your stronghold. No harm shall befall you, nor shall affliction come near your tent. God has commanded angels to guard you in all your ways. In their hands they shall raise you up so that you will not hurt your foot against the stone. Angels have been part of our faith going way back. It's one of the earliest thoughts, really, or understandings that people had in the terms of a relationship to God, that there were other beings besides humans and God. And some serve God and some don't. When we speak of angels, we are speaking of God's angels. And I don't know if you're like me. Sometimes we've had our images of angels shaped by movies. I have to admit, I love watching It's a Wonderful Life. And there's that beautiful thing in the ending, every time a bell rings, an angel gets its wings. It's a fun movie, but it gives the implication that that's the plight of humans if we are faithful to God, that somehow we'll be promoted and become angels. But the scripture is pretty clear that angels aren't former human beings. Angels are beings in and of their own right. Maybe we've been watching the wrong movies to get our context, because if anything, a good way to describe angels is extraterrestrial beings. They are not of this world. They perhaps shouldn't be even described as not of this universe, but they are creatures created by God. And like us, they have names. Like us, they have callings from God. But unlike us, at least when we talk about God's angels, they have not broken away from God. And they live in connection with God in a way that us as sinners, we could never understand. Oftentimes in art, angels are depicted, and they're seen like the statue here with wings on them, and that does come from Scripture. But one of the things that's often missing is that just about everybody who sees an angel, the first words that come out of the angel's mouth is, "Don't be afraid." There is something fierce and completely different about angels. They don't have the same type of vulnerability that you and I do, but they do come with the voice and the power of God Almighty working in them. And so this is a very comforting scripture that angels, as great and as mighty as they are sent by God to watch over us. I don't want to imagine the mechanics because I don't really know what that means, but it tells me that I never am really as alone as I think, and I'm never as really as vulnerable as I fear. That we are being watched over and cared for, even in the toughest times tougher than we could imagine. And that there is nothing in heaven and earth that can separate us from the love and protection of God, and that we have other beings in creation that watch over us. So let's enjoy a little music here.